Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy King Phantom coming with another KP Thunder podcast. And today, once again, just like my last one, I searched all around the world, looked high and low. I dug down the sewers. I went inside clouds. I went inside your house, and I found the greatest guy to help me with this. And if you'd like to introduce yourself, the floor is yours.
Hey, I'm Max, or the innocent guy. Yeah, I'm a pretty cool guy, I'm not gonna lie. No, but we're gonna be doing this podcast about game stuff. Let's do this.
All right, so first topic we're gonna be doing is the current state of Xbox. So can I get an opening statement about your current feels of Xbox? Then we can get into more nitty gritty stuff.
To be honest, I like PS4 more than Xbox, but I mean Xbox is pretty good. Uh, there's a couple things I just generally don't like about it, in my opinion. Like there's some things that are better about Xbox than PS4, but um. First off, one thing I just don't like about the Xbox is it looks like a VCR.
Yes, yes, it does. Looks like a freaking VHS, dude.
I know. Uh, but I mean, overall, I feel like an Xbox One is just like a not necessarily a gaming device, but more of like an everything. You know, you can use it for Skype, Netflix, just all a bunch of things.
I agree. It's
And
more like entertainment, while
hmm
PlayStation is more catered towards um, gaming. Now, actually, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what you just said. Now, the current state of Xbox is like this. They basically got stomped out by Sony in the Black Friday sales and
yeah.
current like console wars. Like PlayStation is just destroying Xbox, which
hmm
it sucks because I grew up with Xbox. Like all I know is Xbox, and now it's like all my friends are starting to convert, and they're finally shedding the light on PlayStation, because here's what the old argument was: PlayStation had better graphics, Xbox had more exclusives. That was last gen, but now
hmm
current gen, PlayStation literally almost is just like it almost tops Xbox in every category. Because think about
hmm
this: PlayStation has better specs, they have a wider
Yeah.
community, they don't
It
freaking
looks nicer.
sucks. Right, and it looks nicer. Now it is more expensive, but basically consoles are basically cheap PCs in a way.
Like you have to think that when you're buying a console, like this is your second best choice.
Right,
Okay? Like
PC
it's not
Master
your
Race.
best choice. And yeah, PC Master Race.
But all right. So I was actually researching some stuff that Phil Spencer said about him getting beat. Like it wasn't actually about him getting beat, but he was
Yeah.
talking about bringing in a whole bunch of new IPs. And basically, for a simple way of talking about an IP is basically who's making the game and what it is. Basically, I know it's the acronym. I remember the acronym, but I forgot it right before I was thinking about it.
hmm
But I'm gonna actually do a quote from Phil Spencer. He said on Twitter, he said, "We are shipping more IP." What just happened to my computer? I
What?
literally accidentally copied a picture of an Xbox One, and it's annoying me. He said that we are shipping more new IPs than we ever have in a long time. Good challenge to make the new IP succeed. And now, basically, what he's saying is, hey, PlayStation is kind of wrecking us, so let's get some newer games. But at the same time, do you think, and this is your own opinion, do you think it's too late for Xbox?
Not really. I mean, keep in mind, like, when Xbox and PS3 came out, it was like, what, about another 8 years before they came out with the Xbox One and PS4. So
Right.
overall, they have plenty of time to get better, maybe make it cheaper, make it look nicer, have new IPs, etc., etc.
Yeah, actually, going over some of the new IPs, like I said, the only one I know is the first one. He said a couple. He said Quantum Break, which I know a little bit about. Red
Yeah.
Core, Scalebound, and a game called Sea of Thieves. Now, these are four new retail IPs which should lend some flavor and variety to the Xbox One lineup and appeal outside the traditional games like Halo, Gears, and Forza. What do you think about some of these new IPs?
Well, I mean, Quantum Break looks really cool. Forza, I'm a pretty big racing fan, so I personally like Forza more than like the PS4 exclusives, like Drive Club and stuff. Those really weren't that good. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for some of the new IPs.
Sweet. Trying to think. Getting back into what we talked when we was first talking about was the specs. Now I can actually look it up here. I'm gonna put Xbox One versus PS4 specs. Now I just want to tell you guys, for those who don't really understand the difference, if you buy an Xbox One, what you're getting, I believe, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, you get 720p. You get 720 max. I believe you get things at max 30 frames per second. You can get some at 60, like Halo 5. You can get to 60, but most stuff run at a lower quality, lower frames, and as well as, like I said, the outer case. Everyone agrees it looks like a freaking toaster. Like,
Yeah.
it's so bad. Like, what do you think about the hardware itself? Like, just specifically the hardware.
Like specs and stuff, or
Mhm.
just yeah. I mean, like overall, I feel like the only way you're gonna notice the difference is if you play like a side-by-side comparison, like of the same game on Xbox One and
There's a
PS4.
lot of those on YouTube. Like most
Yeah,
of Call of Duty though.
but I mean
Because of all those
overall, if you
nerds.
just like play the Xbox One for 6 months, play the PS4 for 6 months, I mean you're gonna notice a difference, but it's not that big.
They actually announced recently that the Xbox Two, which talking about an Xbox Two, which that's like the holder place, which I think it's way too early to be talking about a new console. I think they need to get their crap together with this console, but they said it's actually ready to run. It'll be able to run 4K,
Dang.
which is. I mean,
4K
I'm
is
pretty
just
sure
like
PlayStation can already do that.
yeah. Excuse me, I'll be right back. I'll be like 30 seconds. So.
Okay, I can go and keep time. So like I was saying, 4K, basically, it's a super, super duper high resolution. There's actually this guy on YouTube that was trying to bring his friend into gaming. And what he did, he showed Star Wars Battlefront. Oh my god, it looks freaking amazing. He showed Star Wars Battlefront playing in 4K. And see that? It's like, oh my gosh. And it was PlayStation, not Xbox. Now, I will tell you guys this. I've not given up on Xbox. As you guys see, I have an Xbox right there. Right there. But at the same time, I feel myself slowly leaning towards PlayStation because I actually looked up prices on PlayStation a couple days ago. Like, instead of looking up prices for the Xbox One, which I don't even have an Xbox One yet. Well, I mean, I don't currently have one because, 360. Don't got the money to do it because I'm not good with money. But PC, I always play PC, but it's like I've always done Xbox and PC, Windows, lots of integration right there. I don't really know how much the PlayStation has when it comes to integration, but I feel like a lot of people are switching to the PlayStation. Because, like, let me tell you about this. And I actually will talk about this later in the podcast. Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Newest Call of Duty game out there. Everyone hops on the COD train. I actually own the 360 version. I actually got it for Christmas. Ripped my whole entire life. Um, Let me tell you some differences. One, the 360 does not come with campaign. You cannot get 4 attachments on your guns. You cannot use the black market. I think there's some zombie stuff that you can't do. There's basically a whole bunch of extra content that you never get to ever touch. So basically, you're getting an unfinished game. You're basically getting launched Destiny, in my eyes. You're getting launched Destiny with the 360 Black Ops 3. Now, on the current gen, and actually I think PlayStation 3 also has the same problem, but for current gen consoles, you do get the black market, you do get all the extra stuff for zombies, you do get campaign, which campaign is starting to become really relevant. I mean, I still play
Yeah.
campaign.
There's like co-op and stuff like that. There's
Right.
even Nightmare like Zombies campaign.
Right, but you don't get to do that on the past gen consoles, which brings me back to my point. The specs of these last gen consoles, and then the Xbox, which is even lower on that scale. Now, you can make the comparison. That's not about the graphics. Which, yes, I get that. That was my main argument against PlayStation when I was pro Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
But now that I've really seen the crap, when it like Black Ops 3 totally opened my eyes, and a couple people also told me Black Ops 3 totally opened my eyes to the console wars. I truly understand that PlayStation is 100% ahead of the time, 100%.
Yeah.
Now it will take. Here's two options I can give to Xbox. Phil Spencer, if you're listening to this, which I know you're not, but if you ever listen to this, either drop the price to the Xbox One to $199, $200. There's no way you can get around it. You have to lower the price. There's no way I'm gonna pay $300 and at the start $500 for that crap. I'm not. For what I'm getting, no. Heck no. Or you have to legitly apologize to every single one of your fans and give them 1,000 free games, which that's not happening. So your only option is to literally take your loss like a man, take this ripe L, now shove an Xbox One controller up your butt and get your butt in gear. Or just lower the price, simply. Two options. What do you think?
Well, I mean, obviously they can't give 1,000 games to anyone. I don't think they could like actually afford to lower it down to 200, maybe 250, 300.
That's pushing it though.
Yeah, it is, but I mean, they can't really afford to lower it down that much.
You're getting pretty much, like, honestly, the push from 360 to Xbox One. Honestly, I've looked at so many videos after the past 2 days because I've actually wanted to do this video for about a week now. And I've looked at so much stuff. It's like the actual push from Xbox 360 to Xbox One is not even like noticeable to like an extent. I mean, yeah, there's differences.
Yeah.
But like the major core differences, it's not really different. Now, I will say this. PlayStation messed up at the start, like they always do. But once they get a small head of steam, PlayStation just takes over. This happened last gen, it's happening current gen, and if it continues to future gen, it will happen again unless Xbox can get it right at the start, which neither console did at the start. But they can try to hurry up and get all the fans before PlayStation, because PlayStation will come and it will snowball. But it's going to depend how much they snowball. Now, if Xbox can get it right and then try to ride the wave, Xbox might have a chance next gen. But honestly, current gen, unless they lower the price or something, I think Xbox is dead. Well, not dead. It has no chance of beating PlayStation this gen. No chance.
Well, like last gen, Xbox definitely defeated PS3. Like, I had the PS3 instead of an Xbox, and to be honest, it was pretty horrible. Like, my hands just like they were too big for the controller. Like the PS3 controller was just so small. It like had pretty low frame rate, bad FPS, and just overall it was a bad experience. Wait, so there's like another topic that I want to talk about, like which has to do with consoles but also PC, and that's DLC and like just generally the price of DLC.
Oh,
which is
the
starting to get
microtransaction,
insane.
it pissed me off.
So a big example of that is Black Ops 3. They recently made a microtransaction where now you could buy crypto keys for the black market in multiplayer and Liquid Divinium in Zombies. Now, as far as multiplayer goes, I mean, I'm annoyed, but it doesn't enhance you in any way. It's just camos and stuff like that.
You get pissed off when someone has a better camo than you.
But
joking, obviously.
But in Zombies, Liquid Divinium, if you buy it, you can basically get all 7 perks round 1.
Oh,
and
yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, all your dream guns by like round 3. You know, and basically be set up by like round 5 or something, just because of all those gobblegums. Like, lots of people say it's just a bonus. It's not a bonus. It's an overall thing that's gonna help you enhance into the further rounds, which, I mean, you can't really say like, oh, I got to round 50, except here's the thing, I got all the perks on round 1. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, here's when it comes to, I know we got off topic a little bit, but actually going on to what you was just saying, where most people don't know what microtransactions are, they're basically mini purchases in games. Like you can purchase extra money for skins. Think about how in CS:GO, how you can put money in Steam and buy skins. It's kind of like that because everyone knows about
Yeah.
CS:GO. But but this crap started on mobile gaming. It really
Yeah.
did. Because on every single mobile game, you can buy 99 cents, you can get this amount of money, which can go to this. Then if you want to pay there was one game on the thing where you could pay $300 for some coins. And
Yeah.
you
I know.
just spent stuff just to get fake prizes. Now, that's honestly, they're robbing you of your money.
Yeah.
Because in no way there's literally no way you can convince me. And I always have a secret saying: if you're gonna put time into the game, put money into the game is fine. Like Clash of Clans. If you're gonna play that
Yeah.
game for like 4 to 5 months and then maybe on, put money into the game. That's completely fine. But if you can literally sit there and look me in the eyes and say $300 is worth a bunch of fake stuffed animals on your phone, I
Yeah.
can't talk to you. I literally can't talk to you. Like, okay, like, would you like to expand more on that? Like,
Well, like that just kind of ruins like the free to play aspect.
right.
Like for example, just like oh this game is free to play except wait there's microtransactions. Like I've even seen some games like some mobile games where it's like it's really hard to progress. It's almost impossible to progress without actually putting money into it,
That's
even though it's a
insane.
free to play game. So I mean it's just insane.
Alright, so what we're going to do now, that was a good thing about Xbox. So now we're gonna switch to PlayStation 4. So we're gonna talk about the current state of PlayStation 4, and now you're gonna have way more experience about this than I am, because I've never owned a PlayStation console. I've actually only played it
Yeah, this
twice.
this is weird because it's like you're like in the Xbox side, I'm like on the PlayStation side.
I
It's a
wish I
little
wasn't
weird,
Xbox
but
side anymore. I mean, I'm giving up. I honestly am giving up right now. Alright, so
so
you talk to me about PlayStation.
well, I mean, first off, just PlayStation, it's very smooth. Okay, I rarely have problems like with frame rate issues and other issues like that. It looks nice. It's just overall, it's just very smooth. It looks like it's a good console, okay, with very little problems. I mean, the only problems that I really have with the PlayStation is that it doesn't have the best exclusives. There's only been a very few like good
Uncharted, though.
exclusives.
Uncharted.
Yeah, that is true. Uncharted, and they do have some really good like PS4 exclusive, well, PlayStation exclusive franchises like Uncharted. There's The Last of Us, and now for Call of Duty, they've switched over to PlayStation as far
True.
as.
Oh, another reason why PlayStation is getting better.
Oh
All them
yeah,
Call of Duty noobs been fapping the Call of Duty every time they see a trailer. Now they got it all on PlayStation.
yeah. Like there's even some people that just like have had an Xbox all their life, and ever since they said like DLC is coming a month early to PlayStation, like everyone just literally just bought only a PlayStation just so they could get the DLC a month
Right.
early.
And
Which
the
is a little
server.
silly, but I mean, do your thing.
I've actually, one of my dudes on YouTube, I think it, who was, crap, I can't even, wow, I don't know why his name escaped my head, but he was talking about how he was primarily a PlayStation player, but he owned both. A lot of actually big YouTubers own both.
Yeah.
Now, me and him was talking. He actually also made a YouTube video about it. He was talking about how he had like 500. This is like during the beta. He had 500 plus hours of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 beta on the PlayStation. He said he loved it. There were a few bugs which were to be understood,
Yeah,
but
it's a
overall,
beta.
it was a good experience. But then he said, I want to try a little bit of Xbox to see what's good over there. He said he literally played maybe hours worth of games, and he canceled his pre-order for the Xbox side because he said it was laggy, the servers console was shutting down, the community was like nobody like talk. He said it was overall bad experience on the
Hmm.
Xbox, which he was portraying that to just the console, Xbox console just being terrible. Which yes, but he said really the community's not as how did he say it? I think loving. I think he did, which I don't really understand what he means by loving. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna really get in
It's a
depth with
little
that.
weird, but whatever.
But he said that he literally hated playing. He played the same game, PlayStation 4, Xbox One. He said if he just played it on Xbox, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, he said he would not pick up the game. But if it was only on PlayStation, he would pick up the game. Now, what does that say?
Well, that PS4 is doing better, but I mean, overall, like, just in the very beginning, Xbox and PlayStation had lots of problems. So the Xbox, I believe, was $500 in the
Yep.
very beginning, and the PS4 was 400. Except the thing is, the PlayStation they ran out of PlayStations to like sell. So for like 2 months, it was not 2 months, like 2 weeks, it was like you couldn't buy it because it was just out of stock. And then of course all the people were like, "Oh, I have a chance." So basically they just sold the PlayStation for like $500. So it was overall the same price. But they both had problems in the beginning, but now it's been over. Actually, now that I think about it, 3 years since
Yeah, dude,
2016.
I remember like being their launch night. It's crazy to think
Yeah.
about how long ago that was.
I mean, overall, it's now. I mean, it's definitely the Xbox 360 and PlayStation. It's now considered last gen. Like, I kind of hated it. Like, it was 2015. People were like, "Ooh, it's next gen." Like, I mean, come on, man. It's been 2 years.
Right.
Like, but I mean, overall, they've Xbox One and PlayStation. They've just always had a war, and it's gonna just keep going on and keep going on. But I mean, overall, PlayStation is just dominating, unlike last gen where Xbox was dominating.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, it sucks. I've only known Xbox my whole entire life, but the fact that really, basically Call of Duty Black Ops 3 basically killed my whole entire love of the console, that sucks. And I actually just read an article about Xbox is just trying to get their name out there, which, I mean, I guess is good. It says that Xbox is going after the Apple TV market. So basically, Xbox is trying to get some branding with Apple, which, I mean, it's possible, but I don't think it'll happen. What do you think?
I mean, maybe low chance, but I mean, it's possible.
I mean, at least they're trying.
Yeah.
But it's like, trying can only, like, go so far, because it's like, you dug yourself such deep of a hole, man. It's just, Phil, what are you doing?
Get your crap together, man.
Alright, who's the PlayStation guy? What's his name, like, some Japanese name, I'm pretty sure.
I honestly have no idea. Like, I might look it up right now.
But looking at some PlayStation news, I'm actually on the official N4G website, which is actually, I get a lot of my news off of there. He said that some games that GameSpot actually leaked, that's going to be on the PlayStation for 2016. Just to name a few, it is For Honor, Titanfall 2, which is actually surprising, and a game called Cyberpunk 2077, which that is like the most original name ever I've ever heard. Cyberpunk 2077. There's no way anyone else has thought a name even close to that.
That is true.
But
The PC Master Race.
yes, and actually we in about 5 or 10 minutes we're going to get on the PC Master Race, and I know that I can't wait for that part of the podcast. PC,
I mean,
man.
Yeah, but also Xbox. Like, I was just looking up some news, and apparently Xbox is releasing. Apparently, they may be coming in with a thinner Xbox One in
Again?
2016.
Did they already
Again?
have an Xbox One Slim? Or
No, they didn't. There was rumors. There was even pictures, but it was fake. But now it might actually happen. I have no idea if it is. Personally, it looks like it's gonna happen. It makes sense. They did that for PS3. They did that for Xbox 360. So it makes sense they will do it for Xbox One. PS4 can't get any slimmer than it already is. So
Right.
yeah.
So basically, Xbox One is just trying to become a thinner VHS. There's no way you can get around that bulky design. No matter how small you make it, it's still going to be bulky. But like I said, at least they're like I said, at least they're making strides, which is good. But actually, some more Xbox, some more PlayStation games. Dark Souls 3, Horizon Zero Dawn, Uncharted 4, No Man's Sky, Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Mass Effect, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that other name, The Last Guardian, Dishonored 2, Street Fighter 5, and it actually says right here, what a great time to have a PlayStation 4, which you really
Could
can't
never
disagree.
be
You
more right.
can't really disagree with that.
Yeah. But hopefully Xbox will make a really big stride that will maybe shake Xbox One. I meant shake PS4 up. But it's probably gonna be a while.
Yeah. I mean, they just need, like I said, lower the price, or they just need to get a whole bunch of new IPs, not just 4 that they announced. They need to go a whole bunch of new IPs, and it's kind of like, okay, like I said, Xbox, I know we're supposed to be talking about PlayStation, but Xbox,
Yeah.
this is, here's my opinion. I feel like, and this is actually a game in general, but specifically Xbox, I feel like they play it safe. Because think about this. What are the staples of Xbox? Halo, Gears, games like that.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure they're going to make a Gears freaking 19, a
I don't
Halo,
even know what it's at right now.
and like and Halo 1738. Like, yeah, but yeah, I feel like this is playing safe because, like, yeah, these games might be kind of overdone, but hey, people will like this. I mean, it's a guarantee. That's what they're going for. But what they really need to do, Mize, is try to go for the home run hit, bring in a whole bunch of new IPs. Especially,
Yeah.
people sleep on indie games, bruh. Indie games are actually like the way of the future. And if they get a whole bunch of indie games that are innovating, they can actually bring in actually a good amount, a surprising amount of people at Xbox.
Yeah, like for example, like Steam, like my Steam, like a bunch of my games, I have like a bunch of like just I don't know how to explain it, but they were like $60 like really popular advertised games, but and I usually have like 10 to 20 hours on them, but then there's like these $10 to $15 indie games, and like I think there's like two of them that I have like almost 200 hours on. So I mean, yeah, I mean overall indie games are just they're becoming bigger and bigger.
Hmm.
So do you want to now go on the PC Master Race train?
Yep. I literally just editing the overlay for that, and it's kind of too big. I have to take the master race part off.
Aw.
Rip. Guess I just
Well,
have to say the PC.
PC overall, I mean, in my opinion, the only problem with it, well, to be honest, there's a lot of problems with it, but there's the positives overweigh the negatives.
Yes.
So just so I could be just a very bad person, the negatives first. One negative, it's expensive.
Yes.
Like
Up
to
front,
act,
yes.
yeah, like if you want to handle all the new games of 2015, 2016, goddamn it. All the new games of 2016, then you need to probably spend over maybe 2 grand, maybe even 3 grand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but if you're smart, you know how to build a PC, you know the parts, you know how to get good prices on things. Maybe you could even buy all the parts like for a really good PC in like 1 grand. But that's still a lot, you know. But overall, PC, it has a lot of games. Like Steam is amazing, you know, and a PC is a PC. You know, it's overall there's so many opportunities. So, yeah.
Like, kind of like, again, to piggyback on your point, for all you people out there that don't think PC is the best, where do you get off? Obviously, here's what I'm going to say. The people who say PC isn't Master Race don't own a PC. That's
Yeah.
my... Like, I actually have a very low-end PC, not going to lie, but the games I can play and the games I can run great, I fall in love with PC gaming. Because unlike consoles, you can change all the graphic settings, all the different
Yeah.
settings. You can mod for stuff.
Yeah,
There's
that's
like
a huge
It's so
thing.
much more open, and you have cross platforms. Because like I said, anything that you can get on Xbox or PlayStation, there's a chance that's going to be on PC. But everything on PC is not always going to guarantee being on console.
Yeah, like there's Counter-Strike, there's League of Legends, there's Dota 2, and those are like huge games. Like if you see some of the
And they're
championships,
better on there
yeah.
because like they have all the content. The consoles have lesser content.
Mhm.
On-
like Counter-Strike, I have almost Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I have almost 300 hours on, and I
Nerd.
spent $15. Oh, screw you too. I spent $15. That's it. I mean, granted, I bought some things in game, but I willingly did that with no regret. Unlike
Right.
some other games. So
Now, for me, there's a game called Smite. I don't know if you've heard of it. You better
yeah,
have
I've
heard of
heard
it.
of it.
Um, let's see. I have probably 1,100 hours in that. And, and the thing is, I've take like 3-4 months breaks off the games. It's like used to play that game nonstop. Like I'm actually like on college break. I actually go back to college next Sunday, or this time Sunday. But I started college August 18th, and until Paladins came out, which is another game, I literally played nothing but Smite. And if I wasn't in class, eating, sleeping, or recording some YouTube, I was playing Smite.
Mhm.
It's like PC, the games that you play on there, they're so addicting, they're memorable, because the PC community actually cares about that. Now you will get some low-end stupid games that people just
Yeah.
download Unity 3D player and call themselves some game developer, but most of them care because they know how invested PC players are. Because like I was saying, if you're gonna buy a PC, yeah, you're gonna spend as low as 800 for a good one, and it's up as $2,000-$3,000.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: would you rather go for the best thing overall, or the thing that's cheap up front? Because you can buy a console for like, I'm talking about like release $400.
Yeah, and also, PC is a little bit more difficult to buy with all the specs you want. You need to buy all the parts, and if you don't know how to build it, then you need to get someone, you have to pay extra for someone to build it for you and stuff like that. You have
Mm-hmm.
to have the right wires, you need to buy a monitor, etc., etc.
It's worth it
So,
though.
yeah, it is worth it.
Hey,
That is
and
not.
guess what? We don't got to pay for online.
Oh yeah, that is another thing.
Just
You don't
saying.
have to pay for online. You
$60
can.
a month. Ha! Yeah. Yeah, yeah, man. How about this? How about this? How about this? How about your Lindsay Lohan freaking give me a reach around while she freaking sings freaking Pledge of Allegiance to me? Then I'll pay $60 a month. You got it. Freaking $6 a
Well, it's not
month.
that much, but it is. I mean, it is kind of ridiculous that you have to pay for
And
online.
the servers suck.
Yeah.
2K is the prime example.
And also, like, just sometimes I'm playing Black Ops 3 multiplayer or some other multiplayer game on
Right.
the consoles, and then it's just like I'm doing really good, and then all of a sudden it's like host migration, and then it's like,
Yes! Oh my god, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Oh my dude, let me tell you a quick story. Let me tell all the people out there a quick story. So, I got Black Ops 3 for Christmas cuz I didn't feel like buying it. So, yeah, got it for Christmas. I suck at the game at the start. You know why? Cuz I have 2 freaking bars every match. So then I feel like I'm going to quit. So then I go like, "No. No." So then you know what happens. I find the perfect class. I drop 250 bombs, non-lethal, 250 bombs. And then guess what? You know what? I said, I'm going to go to the bathroom. So I exit out the lobby I'm going on. I go to the
mhm,
bathroom for like 6 minutes. I come back. I literally tried this for a legit 2 hours. I actually thought about like videotaping it because like how I have my camera set up, I can actually videotape me searching for this lobby. I searched an hour and a half to get into another game. Of a game that had 44% of the people online. Now, how ridiculous is that? Come on,
yeah.
bruh. And then 2K is always lagging. Freaking no one plays Destiny, so I'm not going to even talk about that crap.
Yeah. Also, um for PC, there's even, sometimes there'll be glitches and bugs that, for the developers, it might take a while to actually patch.
Hmm.
So overall, some people will even like have a mod where it'll fix that patch or even make the game look nicer, run faster, etc., etc. So I mean, overall, just the PC, there's not too many issues when it comes to games, and every single game, if you have a good computer, you can run 60 frames,
Oh, it's
ultra settings.
so beautiful. Dude,
Yeah.
you can play Smite at 150 frames per second.
There's some people who even like, I've seen one person who has run like 1,000 frames per second on
Oh,
Counter-Strike.
What?
I know it's insane. I don't even know why you would want that. Like,
How do you do that?
so unnecessary. You
Like,
have to have a beast
I
computer.
feel like the supercomputers that the government uses don't even get 1,000. But what? I mean, it probably looks freaking unreal. But I'm like, how do you even do that? The time, and the money that you have to invest to be able to do that. And who would be able to build it? Whoever built that needs like a freaking Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, yeah, some of the PCs actually just like they look beautiful. Like my
Yes,
PC, I mean, it looks ordinary. It looks okay,
mine is
but
definitely is. Mine definitely is.
yeah, it looks like a good PC, okay? But some of the PCs I've seen, they're like insane with like crazy lighting and stuff. It
Yes, you can
just
customize it. You can't do that with
yeah.
Xbox. I mean, you get the stuff they already do. But actually, another point, kind of like picking back on something we already said. Think about this: consoles, you buy it, you flat out got what you're going to have. But think about
Hmm.
this: PC, you can build it as powerful as you want. You can upgrade it whenever you want.
Oh yeah,
Why
that's true.
wouldn't you want that? Because like I said, let's say my video card's getting old. Xbox, yeah, I can't go replace it. I mean, I can replace it, but I can't upgrade it. If I want to run the game better, I'm gonna go buy a new graphics card that runs it better. I can do that. But you
Yeah.
can't do that with consoles. It's more customizable. And like you were saying, have you seen some of the cases of these PCs? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. I mean, it just it's like porn for just like
Yes.
computer nerds. Like
Yes.
seriously.
I mean, there's a Reddit thread called PC Master Race. Come on now. If they're gonna make a
There's
Reddit,
probably
I've
multiple
never seen a
Reddit
Reddit thread
threads.
called Xbox Master Race or PlayStation Master Race.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's just so yeah, overall like I said like in the very beginning, PC, I meant like Xbox One or a PlayStation 4 when you buy it, you have to realize it's the second best
It's
choice,
limited.
okay? Yeah, it's limited, you can't do everything on it, but you get what you paid for is overall. So what should we talk about now that we've like overall gone over
Alright, the
Xbox?
next thing I want to talk about is just certain games. I have a couple games that I wanted to specifically talk about, so I'm going to tell you why I casually changed the overlay. First thing, we're going to talk about everyone's favorite tryhard game, Call of... I don't even want to say the full name. Can you say it for me?
Call Duty.
Oh, dude, you're my hero. You're honestly a hero for being able to say that.
Yeah, thanks.
So, I can't talk. We talked about it earlier, but I want to first with Call of Duty compare old gen and new gen. So the main differences I see: less content on no gen, looks terrible on no gen.
Yeah.
It lags freaking worse. There's nobody on last gen. Basically, last gen, like I said, last gen's dead
Mhm.
comparatively to next gen. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean it is dead. Call of Duty just I mean, I don't know. I hated Advanced Warfare. It
Yeah,
just wasn't good. Uh Ghosts, I'm not gonna lie, I actually liked it, but then after like 3 months after playing it and just like I'm done, I'm over it. But Black Ops 3, I've played quite a lot. I don't know how many hours I have. I've played more zombies than
I don't know how.
multiplayer. But
I don't know what the frick to do on zombies.
well, zombies is fun, okay?
Oh, it's fun. Black Ops 2 Zombies is fun because it kind of helped you. It's like, yeah, I kind of know where to go. Yeah, and Exo Zombies, that thing was a legit joke. I'm not even going to talk about that because Exo Zombies was a joke. Like,
Yeah, it
it was a
is.
joke.
Like you
But,
can't even have it when you first buy it. You have to buy DLC
right,
for it.
like, why do I need to pay $15? That's basically what Destiny did. They gave you an unfinished game. Now you got to pay money to actually get the full game. But
Yeah,
It's
that's
like Call of Duty is like... Here's a great quote I heard from a boy called Modern War Negro, now the Black Okage. He said, "Vote with your wallet." Because a thing called the COD cycle, I don't know if you've heard of it, but I'm going to break it down a little bit. Because, that's what it do. COD cycle is, New Call of Duty comes out. So all the freaking tryhard nerves watch T Martin's channel, which I'm not throwing nothing at T Martin. I love T Martin. I watch all his videos. They watch him re-upload the trailer that was already aired, like it was original or anything.
Yeah.
And they sit there going, oh my gosh, freaking have seizures every time they see someone freaking shoot a gun. It's crazy. So then everyone says goodbye to the old gen, and you know there's a few people that stay on it just because they love that game. The new COD comes out. They complain how it's nothing like real life. Like, hold on, I'm actually going to pause for a second. Can you please tell me about this argument? They say the graphics don't look realistic enough.
Wait, but also like they say it's not realistic. Like, how come I can shoot a guy and he'll regenerate? Like, are you
Like,
retarded?
first of all, if you really want real, if you're really about that life, why don't you go join the army? If you're
Yeah.
really about that life.
Like, by your logic, what console should be like is you die, your console just shuts off. You have to buy a new one.
Right.
Your game doesn't work either. It's just
It's
like it spits out the disc and it's just like screw you.
That's how it feels like.
Also, if you get shot, you have to go to the hospital. Which I mean, there's no hospital in that map, so you're basically dead.
Wait, I thought if you die for real, I mean, crap. I thought if you die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah,
What
obviously.
that actually was a thing, dude. Like, like literally, you had like a sign of paper just saying, if I die, dude, everyone would literally sit in the back of the map. Imagine if hardcore was a thing. Everyone just spawned and just like shoot everyone around them. How dick of a move would that be? Playing hardcore like that.
Person like you just read the news is like person gets arrested because he kills his teammates. Oh my god.
Dude. But
We've gone way too far with this.
yeah, but basically going back to the COD cycle, said new trailer comes out, everyone's hyping the game up, new game comes out. They say the old COD was better. So like I said, Black Ops 3 just came out. Everyone and their mom is going to say, dude, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 sucks. Advanced Warfare was 20 times better, which if anyone says that, I will legitimately kill them. That is a threat. That is definitely a threat. I hope I get copyrighted striked on this channel. I will kill you if you say Advanced Warfare was good. Because the fact that you can press A twice, or whatever button you used, and you could literally live with literally one health and turn around and just kill somebody, that's bullcrap. If you say you like that game, kill yourself. Alright, we're going back to the COD cycle. Like I said, new game comes out, everyone said the old game was better, and then guess what happens?
What?
The new trailer for the next year comes out. Call of Duty, whatever it's going to be.
Call
Then
of
the
Duty
game
Ghost 2, bro.
Yeah, then the game comes out. Oh my gosh, Black Ops 3 was so much better. The game was so much more balanced. The movement system was better. The movement system, honestly, should just die. Black Ops 2 and Call of Duty Ghosts, honestly, I feel like that's the limit that should have happened. There should have been no more after Ghosts and Black Ops 2, but whatever. But it's like, it's people constantly complaining like that. The old COD's better. They hype up the new Call of Duty. It's trash.
But also,
I hate
it's
it.
annoying because, like, for example, like, and this isn't just for Call of Duty, this is for a bunch of other games, but they'll say, like some of the developers, they'll take advice, like, from the fans, you know, they'll say, hey, this should be in the game, this should be
Call
in
of
the
Duty don't
game.
do that.
Well, yeah, and the developers, they add that into the game. Then once that game comes out, then they complain, and it's like, this is what you wanted, this is exactly what you asked for, we put it
Right.
in there, and now you're complaining, so it's a little dumb.
Yeah, it's like, I always say you should vote with your wallet, but basically, like, if you don't like something in the game, don't buy the game. Then they'll have to listen to you. But when points that you just made, that is actually 100% right. I'm glad you actually brought that up, because that is 100% true. There are times where you will get what you want in the game, but you'll still hate it just because, I don't even know why. I can't even think about why you would hate something that you wanted in the game. But let's say you wanted 18 sniper rifles in Call of Duty. You get 18 sniper rifles in the game Call of Duty. Oh my god, there's too many sniper rifles. I keep getting freaking 890 quickscope, freaking MLG Snoop Dogged every 5 seconds. And I have a freaking shotgun. I'm in like 3 inches of them. We're touching penises and whatnot. It's like, bruh. It's like, I know no game can ever get it right. But people just fail to understand that. They think there's going to be a perfect game out there. There never will, because if you like a game, there's going to be someone that hates it. That's just how it works. And everyone does not like the same thing. Which people need to understand that. But that's just us talking from a more, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out, from a point of view.
I don't, I don't really know.
Like hindsight, I guess I'm just gonna use hindsight. I guess that's the closest word I can think of. Hindsight, hindsight. How should I use hindsight? Cool point of view. I just made a word. Don't care. Yeah.
Wait, but continuing hating Advanced Warfare, the one thing that I really hated about it was that they came out with like 8 DLC guns that you had to buy. Like you had to
Yes.
get in through supply drops,
That's
which, by
dumb.
the way, supply drops, like supply drop microtransactions,
Oh,
they give you just like the advantage. You know, if you didn't have this elite, like if you had this elite, you probably would have killed that guy, and you
yeah,
know,
but oh no! It totally bounces the game out. No, dude, that's what the developer says. They said it balances the game out.
like I mean, I don't know, just like.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't like at all. But like, I really liked it when it was just like you earn supply drops, and you know
I don't
you
like supply
earn that
drops at all,
elite.
honestly.
But just when the microtransactions came out, that's officially when I'm like, I'm done with you, Advanced
Yeah,
Warfare.
it's like I said, like you were saying, if you only could do it by earning them, only, never more, no less, if you could only earn them. But the fact that you could buy them, use money that you could use to feed your family, feed yourself, stop buying them stupid clothes, stop freaking pay your electric bill, pay your girlfriend to suck you off or something. But no, you want to buy so you can get a cool looking skin for a game that you supposedly hate. Okay, like I said, we can't be friends if that's your mentality, bro. Like it's just like super, cause like all the nitpicky stuff about the Call of Duty community sucks. Like it's not toxic, but there's
It's a little toxic.
okay a little bit. But my problem is with the community, everybody wants to be the next MLG. Freaking everybody wants to be Nate Shot. Everybody can't be Nate Shot. You know why? Cause Nate Shot's over there. You over here in front of your console. Like I just it just wraps my mind how everyone thinks they gotta play 1,000,000 hours of game battle a day, and there was like, oh my gosh, guys. I mean, I just bought the new Xbox console, man. I'm a pure gamer. I love playing games, but you only play Call of Duty. You only play game battles just so you can be the next MLG Pro Star, but you never enter a tournament. You literally just rape kids on freaking ranked.
Must be so proud of yourself.
Yeah, and most of them kids are freaking like 15, lesser than 9 years old, thinking that they're gonna be the next champion. No, that's just not how it works. Like, so I'm happy that you have aspirations, but like I said, my new motto is I said my new motto is wow. I'm tired. I really am tired because like I slept and woke up and then shouldn't have woke up. But my new motto is that's just how it works, or that's not how it works, stuff like that. Because people think they know how things happen, but guess what? That's not how it works. Like YouTube, for example. I actually made a rant video just before we got on this podcast about this guy. I posted my YouTube video on Reddit. I always do that because that's how I can get my video out there. I'm gonna quote him. He said, "You are a fag on Reddit. You are stupid for You are stupid for advertising your channel on Reddit." And I'm like, can you please explain to me how I'm a fag? How am I a British cigarette for posting my thing? He said, you're a fag for posting your stuff. Just make good videos. So I gave him
Like,
the scenario. I said, what if I make the best video on YouTube, the thing that everyone in the world wanted, which would never happen, the
yeah.
best possible video, it would get a trillion freaking views if it was on freaking a guy who's already known's channel.
Like
But
PewDiePie's channel or something
right,
like that.
yeah. Actually, we'll just do it like this. Let's say goes to PewDiePie's channel. Guess how many views that will get? How much watch time will get? It will get like at least 5 million views, and people watch all the way through just because it's on PewDiePie's channel. He's credible as far
Yeah.
as subscriber and YouTube goes.
Mhm.
But think about this. This video goes to my channel. Let's say I don't upload this to Reddit. Guess what happens? I get like maybe 5 views. Just because here's how wow, we're getting really off topic. This is how
It
YouTube
doesn't
search
matter. This.
Here's how the YouTube search function goes. It goes watch time. Whoever has the most watch time is at the top. And then goes to viewer count, then goes to subscriber count. So if I don't have a lot of subscribers or I don't have a lot of views, there's no way I can have a lot of view time. So then my video never gets shown. So I don't get no views. But I just need to make better videos. That's the solution. Which he obviously, I literally called him an idiot. I said, you fail to understand simple trafficking and simple concepts, and you fail to understand my question that I asked you. I said, if I made the best video, but I didn't advertise it anywhere, how many views do you think it'd get? He said, just stop making shit videos. That's what his quote was. I'm like, bro.
So he's like, he's a no philosopher. Like he
Yeah.
just has like a major in philosophy. He's
But
like the smartest man in the world.
I just don't understand it. But
Wait.
getting back to Call of Duty.
We
Honestly,
should we should sorry, we should probably go and talk about Star Wars Battlefront because I have a little rant.
oh, you ran?
Yeah. I
Wait,
mean,
are you sure you got it inside you?
hmm
Oh, screw Call of Duty. Then let's hear it. Go ahead. See, Star Wars Battlefront. Go ahead.
Okay. So Star Wars Battlefront. First off, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like it as much as like Battlefront 2 or stuff for quite a bit of reasons. First off, they're locking away content right at the start of the game. Season pass is $50.
Ew.
Second off, there's no space battles, which is like the core thing about Battlefront. There were space battles. It was the best thing ever. Like it was amazing. Granted, there is, a lot of positives, but overall, it's glitchy.
Doesn't have a campaign.
Yeah, it doesn't even have a campaign. That's another thing. It's just multiplayer, which sucks quite a bit. I mean, overall, the game looks really good. It's a really nice looking game, but I mean, overall, it's so different from the other Battlefront, but in a very bad way. Like, uh, I don't know.
Like going back to the point I made about there being no campaign. The old game that was back in what I think it was 2003, well early 2000s, whatever it was.
hmm
Guess what? It had a campaign.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. Game developers are getting lazy. So you're meaning to tell me a very low budget game back in the day had everything, but in a newer game you didn't have campaign. Now that's just being lazy. There's no way you can defend that. That's just being lazy. What do you think?
Like I think what like EA was part of it, and
Mhm.
EA, oh my god, I really hate EA. Just like every game they're a part of, they ruin. Okay,
Yes.
I mean, I'm sorry, but that's just the truth. They're
Yes.
just all they care about is the money. They don't actually care about the game they make. They put out way too much DLC, way too much microtransactions.
Mhm.
Just overall, anything that EA is a part of, they just ruin it.
Yeah. That's
Where
all
are
you
we
got
at?
on Battlefront? I thought you had more. Come on, I know you got some more in you.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I haven't played Battlefront too much. I don't even have it, but I have like just my friends have shown me it. I've seen gameplay. I've played it myself for just a little while. I mean, overall, it's just not as good, man. I mean, there's just like one thing I just really want to stress: no space battles, man. Space battles were just, oh, they were so much fun. You got to go on ships, just destroy like really huge ships, other small ships, which I'm making it sound like it's really retarded, but it's
Oh no, it sounds awesome in my eyes.
yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I didn't have too long of a rant, but overall, Battlefront is a disappointment.
No, like I said, I've actually never physically in my hands played it. I've just heard stuff about it, and like you said, gameplay. But from my knowledge, like I said, it's a very beautiful game. Like if you see that game in 4K, I
Yeah.
don't even know how you can play anything else. Like it's you literally, like I said, if you're not playing in 4K and you have the option to play in 4K, you're doing it wrong. You have to play with 4K. But people say that like the game's too noobish, which that's not the vibe I feel when I watch it. What do you think? Like, how does it pertain to new players or just players in general?
Well, I mean, overall, it's just like any other first-person shooter. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like Call of Duty, at least Call of Duty now, but rather it's like Call of Duty for like Black Ops 2 or Ghost as far as like the pace is just it's medium. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. When you're on vehicles, it's very fast paced. But overall, the maps are just medium size. They're not like Battlefield 4 size maps,
Oh
which are like
gosh,
absolutely
freaking
huge.
size of continents.
Yeah, they are huge. But overall, it's just medium paced, and I feel like it'll probably be good for new players. But I don't know. I still don't like Battlefront or just the new Battlefront.
Feels bad.
hmm
All
So
right.
what's the next game we should go on? We're at
All right, I
what,
already got it
50
pulled
minutes?
up. We're going to talk about everyone's favorite, what we thought was going to be the savior of the Xbox this year, Halo 5. Now, I'm not getting
Oh,
me wrong, I'm not saying Halo 5 was a bust, but it didn't really save Xbox like everyone thought it was, or at least I thought it was going to. And I actually have an article pulled up here, which I'm going to get to as soon as I get done editing the overlay, which I probably should have done without talking about it, which is kind of awkward now. It
well,
says, and this made me funny. Let me see. I'm gonna say his name. His name is Weapon 93. So Weapon 93, shout out to you, man. He said 3-4 Industry fails for a second time to capture the feel and all of the Halo franchise, trying to add another dimension to the franchise. They have added squads. As you fight through the campaign, you will be with 3 other team. Read full review. It's like, no. But basically what he's saying is, what he wants, and I guess what he's saying everyone wants, is that old school feel of Halo Combat Evolved. And I
well,
will say, they did kind of go overboard with the pack. Now they got freaking pack openings. Now they got microtransactions. I thought Halo was better than that. But no, nope, they got to get the money. It's all about the money, not about the actual content itself. They got some stupid game modes, stupid guns. Like I said, Halo 5 is not bad, but it didn't
but
capture what we thought. But at the same
yeah,
time, as a gaming industry, you always want to move forward. You never want to look back. But everyone hates change. But nobody knows. No, no. Here's how it is. Everybody wants change, but everyone hates change. So like, they want something to change, but they want to change how they want it. But then,
yeah,
like to older point, when they change it like how they want it, it still needs change. That's why you can't please everybody.
yeah. Because some people don't like first-person shooters. Some people do like first-person shooters. Some people just like certain genres that other people wouldn't like. Also, another dislike that I've heard from some Halo fans is that it's the campaign is like too short.
Yeah.
Like I heard it
Oh,
was
there's
like
people that
8 hours.
can complete it in like one sit-in. I mean, I guess
Yeah,
that's not really saying much. Crap. Because, I mean, people do long sit-ins. I mean,
yeah.
it's very short. Just yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, lots of the Halos were known for its very fun and interesting campaigns. Now the campaign's like, 8 hours or 7 hours is somewhere between there. And I mean, that's pretty short for a huge game like Halo 5.
hmm another person says, it's better than Halo 4, but that's not saying much. He said the game felt much better than Halo 4, but that's also going forward. The story starts with pretty much all new characters, but little to no backstory. Even after this guy's grammar's terrible. Even watching after Nightfall, the kind of story picked. What is this grammar? The
Just either just
the
read it your
story
own way
kind
or
of
go to a
picks
different
up.
review.
Is how I'm gonna say, because that's basically what it means. The story kind of picks up, but that's about it. First of all, the story picks up, but that's about it. That doesn't make no sense, but whatever. But basically, people are saying they want the old Call of Duties, the old Halos, but it's just so hard to get it right. That's basically
Yeah.
what it is. So hard.
So should we just like move to one last game and then probably end the podcast?
Yep. See, dude, you got this all perfect because I was literally, like, I have all the games I want to talk about, and I literally was on the last game. And this is gonna be kind of an awkward one to talk about, like, in how we're reviewing it, because this is like an older game, but well, not older, but Destiny. I want to talk about Destiny because now it's my chance to rant. Even though I've been ranting the whole time, this is my chance to rant. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take my headset off real quick. I'm gonna take my shirt off because it's about to get vicious in here.
Um, I'm sorry, but is there any way that you can like pause the recording?
For how long?
10 minutes?
Uh, I can't pause it, but here's what I can do. I can keep him, I can actually talk to him. I can actually do my rant for Destiny while you have to do whatever you have to do.
Okay.
Because it will be a 10-minute one, trust me. Alright, guys. So, he had to go for a minute, as you guys heard. But I'm going to talk. I got to take my shirt off. Forgot. Alright, I got my shirt off because I'm mad. Here's what Destiny is. And please tell me in the comment sections if I'm wrong. And if you tell me I'm wrong, I'm going to delete your comment because you know what? You're wrong. Destiny freaking sucks. Now, guess what? I have not played the game. I have not. Actually, I've played the demo. But here's what it is. You play the same map 18,000 times. You play, let's say you bought the launch title. You got an unfinished game. Actually, and also a quote by one of the developers at E3 when it was revealed. He said, you see all those rocks out there off the edge of the map? You can go out there. You can explore that. Let's see. He walks over there. He falls off the map. He dies. Yeah. That's what happened. That's the crap I'm talking about. Them lying to us. Not me, because I was never going to pick up the game. I didn't like it. But my brother, Marlon, he has like a freaking millennium into that game. Like, he's addicted to that game. Me, my other brother, I have two brothers. Me and my other brother, we clown on him because, like, that game's absolutely terrible. You basically buy the game like 5 times because the DLC, because it didn't come with a it didn't really come with a campaign. And now they have all these other planets that you can do the same mission 40 times. And then you can go to this other mission and do it 9,000 times. And then the looting system. Oh my gosh. The looting system is trash. The weapon system is trash. The leveling system is trash. You're trash if you play the game. Yeah, I'm talking about you. You are trash. Yeah, you're definitely trash. Like, I hate you. No good around that. I hate you if you play the game. I hate you. Now, you might be saying that's hard. Guess what? Life's harsh. Life is harsh. Life is freaking harsh. I want to talk about Destiny's so good, it's just underrated. Boy, it was one of the most hyped launch titles in history, and it busted. Because fans finally figured out all the bullcrap that was happening. Like me, since I haven't played the game, there's not much I can tell you. But dude, if you, there's a guy, like I said, I was talking about earlier, the Black Okage MWN. Oh my gosh, watch his channel. I'll try to remember to link it down in the description. This dude knows way more about all this bullcrap than I do. He knows way more about it. And I listen to him for most stuff I get. Like I said, I've observed a lot of it, and hated a lot of it, and also discussed it with a lot of people about them hating it, and my one brother who likes it. And actually, at school, Marshall, there's this girl. She's white. Obviously, she's white. You never want to catch me talking to a black girl unless it's at church, because my church is full of black people. But the girl's white. Thank God. Yeah, she's pretty cute and all that stuff too. Like, hold on, just look away for a second. Just let me. And it's going to sit on top of this. Let me just drive it in you now. Let me drive it in you. Let me just. Oh yeah, suck. Oh, I really thought you was gonna look away. I wasn't pretending to have sex with an imaginary person. Even though the girl's real, but technically she's imaginary because she's not in a physical form right here. But yeah, she looked pretty good. College girls, bruh. That's all I'm gonna say. College girls. If you are not talking to a college girl, unless you're already married, but if you're not talking to a college girl, even if you're 8 freaking years old, don't talk to the other 8-year-olds. Talk to the college girls. They nice. They'll teach you right. But her roommate, which is her best friend, she plays Destiny. I threatened to beat her up, which I'm obviously joking. I said, I'll beat you up. I'm going to kill you. I'm going to do all this other crap. And I say all this other crap. And she defends Destiny so hard, dude. But she rages in that game so much, but she continues to play. That's basically what Call of Duty is. People rage in Call of Duty, but people still play for some odd reason. I don't know. But it's just beyond me how people can defend Destiny. I mean, I know there will be people that can probably think of some type of argument to counter mine, but I highly doubt that they will ever come. Like, I'm pretty sure Jesus is going to come back before you can give me a chance to understand your argument about Destiny being good. Like, I find it impossible. So, what we're going to do here, we're going to actually look online, because I was not planning for him to leave, which was it's kind of awkward. Actually, I know exactly what I can talk about. And as you guys see on the title that I awkwardly misspelled, we can talk about indie games. Basically what they are, what their uses are, and my overall opinion on them. So, basically, indie games are, compared to AAA, they're more low-budget games, like your side-scrollers, your platformers, stuff like that. I mean, there are some other ones, like Smite is technically an indie game. Yeah. And if they may not class it like that, it's technically an indie game. I mean, it's also a MOBA and all that other crap, but I mean, it can also be classified as a indie game. And if you look on Xbox Live Store, you see all these indie games for like $2 and $3, but just because it's not Call of Duty, you think it sucks. See, you're the source of your own boredom. People say there's nothing to play on consoles anymore, or actually I just say gaming. Do you realize there's a million freaking indie games out there that don't play like any other game? Do you realize that? No, you don't, because you're too busy sitting there playing a game that you say you hate and complaining about how there's nothing to play. You're the source of your own boredom. You are the source of your own boredom. Because just because it doesn't have like an advertisement on the freaking Super Bowl, you don't think it's worth your time. Just because it's like worth $2, you think it's a bad game. Think about this. What if Call of Duty was $5? I bet everybody would buy it then. And if the indie games are $60, oh my gosh. It's just, people, like I said, like I just emphasized like 2 or 3 times, people are the source of their own boredom. Like I said, it finally took me playing a couple indie games to realize all indie games aren't the funnest thing ever. But most of them are innovative. They're not full of bullcrap. Indie developers actually listen to you. Like, you can email a freaking David Vonderhart about something, and you have like maybe a 5% chance of him answering you back. And then probably a 5% chance off of that 5% for it actually means something relevant. But if you email an indie developer, I bet within a day or two, yeah, they're going to answer you back with help or just feedback in general. Yeah, because they care. They care about their content. Like, they will spend days on that just thinking about ways to keep people coming back. Because they literally have to try their freaking brains out to get people to play. They have to sit there and beg YouTubers to play their games. But I bet if freaking Titanfall, which was another best game at launch, said, hey, play this game on stream. Oh my gosh, yes, I'll play it. Yeah, that's just how it is. And then AAA games can actually pay people to upload content, which is dumb. Come on, bruh. Come on, bruh. Indie games just don't have the budget. I think it sucks. Gosh, I really did not know how hard this was. One person to do this. Another thing we can talk about, which I'm kind of just like blowing smoke now. Another thing we can talk about is, oh, what crap was I about to say? Oh my god. Oh, sponsorships. So this is starting to get a little bit off the term of gaming, but it's not really. Sponsoring. Now, basically, the basic principle of sponsoring is like, it's a marketing sense. It's like, let's say you're G2A, which that's actually the most relevant one I can think of, because apparently they paid this one guy $35,000 a month. A month. Think about this. I don't even make $1,500 I haven't even made $1,500 in my lifetime. 1,500. And that's as low as they go. There's this one dude that gets paid $35,000. 35 grand, 35K a month to create 2 videos and then just like put his like freaking something in the description with a discount code. 35,000? Are you nuts? Think about this. Think about this. What would you do with $35,000? You know what? Here. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna move the camera over a little bit. I'm gonna wait. I want you to tell, sir. Thank you. I want you to comment down below. Thank you. I want you to comment down below, like I'm begging you to comment down below. What would you do with $35,000? What would you do? Because the thing that I would do, I would give some for charity. Oh, hold on. Oh, he has to go. This was unexpected. Oh, he just left the call. Ah. So, this is, awkward. Left. Well, I guess... Huh. I guess that's it, because I was just talking just to do a placeholder until I got back so we can do closing statements and stuff. But I guess that's not gonna happen. I guess I'll just do my closing statement. Overall, gaming is it's become the norm with people, but people are ruining gaming by complaining and just failing to understand simple concepts. I feel like I've said understand simple concepts like 1,000 times this podcast. I wish if somebody can like comment how many times I've said it, that'd be awesome. Freaking understanding simple concepts. People just fail to. It sucks. That people legitimately just are blinded by their own whatever to think everything they say is right, and they fail to understand what's really going on and how things really work. I've had to learn how things really work. I've had to learn. Whatever though. So like I said, gaming's on the rise, but at the same time it's on the decline. PlayStation is destroying Xbox at the moment, whether you believe it or not. There's proof. Go look it up. And overall, just thank you guys for joining me. Thanks my man for coming on the podcast with me. So far it's been an hour and 13 minutes podcast. Awesome. That's really awesome. So if you guys like this podcast, you want to see another one, or you perhaps want to be on a podcast, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment down below if you want to join. Hit me up on any of these sources right here: YouTube, Twitter, email, or any of my gens. And honestly, I consider everybody. Like I said, anybody that said they wanted to be on a podcast, I've let them. But there's been some people that's canceled. That's why this is only my 3rd or 4th one. I'm pretty sure it's my 3rd. There's been people that canceled. But people want to get their word out, and I'm here to let them. Even though there may not be a lot of people seeing it, at least it's out there. There's a chance. So like I said, if you guys make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. KP Thunder Podcast. Close.